One of the ways we can start getting more committed is by setting goals. Now, somebody out there in the audience is going to say, I gave you this, Ellen, and I don't remember who it was, but whoever it was, thank you, because I love it. SMART goal setting. SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. You don't just say, I want to get healthy, or I want to lose weight. You say, you know what? I weigh 200 pounds, and I want to weigh 189. That's 11 pounds. It's measurable, specific. 11, measurable, attainable. Do I say I want to weigh it by tomorrow? Is that attainable? Or do I say, I'm not even going to give myself an end date specific. Maybe I'll say this session. It's measurable, this session, 11 pounds by December. Realistic. Is that realistic? Do you think, what do we got? August, September, October, November, December. Is 11 pounds in 5 months realistic? I think so. Is it timely? Well, I think we'll get into timely because I think what it means is a time frame for the goal, which is a little bit like measurable, yeah, timely, and how long we can do it. We need to say, how are you going to do it? Now we have our goals. Well, instead of having bread for breakfast, I'm going to have eggs with no English muffin. I'm not going to have a sandwich for lunch. I'm not going to have potatoes with dinner. I'm going to limit my carbohydrates, and I'm going to try to exercise 3 times a week, and these are the days I'm going to do it. You write down specific things. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Everyone knows does everyone know what they weigh right now this instant? Everyone? Did anyone forget? Because I have it written down, so does Jean. We'll tell you later if you forgot. If you blacked it out. I don't know, don't tell me. You know what you weigh right now. We all have different math skills, I'm sure, but I think we can do some basic subtraction in our heads. Take what you weigh today, subtract 10 pounds. That could be your goal. It's specific. Measurable. Measure 10. Yes, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Attainable. Yeah, it's attainable. I mean, unless you're on maintenance. There's a couple people here in maintenance, you know I don't mean you. Even people, I sent out the group email, hey, you know, there's 22 people who didn't pay their $5, but I sent it to everybody, and people were coming up to me going, Ellen, I paid it, I swear I did. I go, I know, I just sent it to everybody. So, measurable, attainable, realistic. Is that realistic? If you have 10 pounds to lose, it's realistic, timely. You need to be able to see that change occur. So once a week you get weighed in. You come here, you say, I want to lose 10 pounds this session, I'm going to weigh in every Thursday night. That's realistic. The feeling of success helps you. When you come here and you see the numbers on the scale going down, it's an incentive. If you have goals that are too far out of reach, you won't commit to doing them. If you say, I'm never going to eat pizza again in my life, and then you do, then you feel like a failure. If you say, I'm going to try to limit it, and you do try to limit it, that's a success. Realistic is not a synonym for easy. It's not easy to lose and keep off 10 pounds, but it's realistic. Timely. It has to be measurable. If you say, well, Ellen, I want to lose more than that. Well, I want to be a millionaire and live on a beach in Acapulco. We all want more. But let's just start with the 10 pounds. SMART. Let's just remember what that stands for. It stands for specific, 10 pounds. Measurable. Each week we can measure it at the scale. Attainable. Yes, it is. It's realistic and it's timely. Then once you get to that 10 pounds off, set another goal. Set another goal. And that also brings me to the next segment. Fail to plan, plan to fail. One obvious goal of many may be to simply stick to a diet and exercise program in the context of a busy, overscheduled daily routine. It is hard. It isn't easy. But if you've got healthy food at home and you're late or stressed or whatever, if you've planned ahead It's just as easy to reach for something healthy than to get the pizza. You have the greatest power in your life. The decision is yours and yours alone. It's nice that Bob and I are both in the group, and it's helpful. It's helpful. But Bob does not feed me. I don't lay in the lounge and he goes, here's your fish, Ellen, and puts it in. We feed ourselves at this age. As a matter of fact, there's some husbands and wives in the group that I say to them, do you guys live together? Because I look at what the husband's eating and what the wife's eating. I'm like, do you have any meals together? And then the wife's like, I can't control them. I don't know. But the thing is, we feed ourselves. We are in charge of our own bodies. We also need to focus on the present. I always say to Bob, I could feel bad 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I could feel bad about my sister. I could feel bad about people who've lost people. I could feel bad about the world. I could feel bad about Colorado. I can feel bad about all the mistakes I made in my life, and I can dredge them up and I can relive them. Or I can say, God, that's exhausting. I don't want to feel bad 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I want to find some joy. I want to find some peace. And I'll tell you something, I have more peace at this weight than I had at the big weight. I can't go back in time. I can't change time. It's now, now, now. Don't give yourself a self-fulfilling prophecy that says, I've never succeeded at weight loss. This is the same thing. Oh yeah, there's God. Oh yeah, right, great. What's he going to do? We need to believe it. We need to have our own fulfilling prophecy be that we will be successful. Just like in our favorite movie, What About Bob? We need to take baby steps, baby steps. We need to say, all right, I'm addicted to bread. Let me look at the Cocoa Pops at Wegmans that are 16 calories. Let me try the 40-calorie bread. Let me try portion control. I have never said that. I have said, don't eat bacon, don't eat pizza, don't have sausage, kielbasa's full of nitrates. It doesn't matter. I say this, you're still eating it. It's on the logs every week. It's like, I'm eating whatever I want, Alan. I don't care if it's a weight loss group. The thing is, you decide what you eat. You decide if you're committed or not. You make the decision to be successful. Put holes in your excuses. If you say, I can't exercise, I say get the hand weights. If you say, I'm too busy, I say, can you have time to go to the grocery store? Is there an hour or two where you can get some groceries? Because going to that restaurant takes time. Especially if it's busy, especially if you're waiting in line. And then you have to sit down. Then you have to order. Then they have to bring the food. Imagine what you could buy at Wegmans in that same time frame. You have the time, you just have to have the wherewithal. Also, you need to journal. I am a firm believer in the log. To me, the log is the greatest tool next to God. God log. God log. Notice they both have 3 letters? I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that out there. God log. Also, maybe I should call it I was trying to spell God backwards. Maybe we should call it the dog. Some of you would like to call it the dog, I'm sure, or feed it to the dog. The thing is, you can put whatever you want. People do that. They'll write on the log, someone was mean to me, I wanted to eat but didn't. And I write, good for you. Or someone will say, I went to a wedding and I know I had too much, but I got back in the saddle the next day. Good. It's your log. You can write whatever you want. If it's helpful, write it. I'm going to stop there, Bobby.